Good morning, everybody. Glad you're here. You are on the Cliff Yates channel and going vertical mode like I'd like to do on YouTube because for a couple different reasons. Because I know it shows up in the shorts feed and I get to connect with people like you who aren't already subscribed. Although sometimes I get some subscribers, they're on there, they get notified and they give me a high thumbs up. So glad you're here this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning. And it's raining here in upstate New York, everybody. I'm in the United States of America, and I'm in the state of New York, visiting my mom in upstate New York before I head on Friday to my private island. Good morning. Glad you're here. You're in the right place. The Cliff Yates channel, really all things motivational, inspirational, really discipline, self-empowerment, how we can do better every day in every way than we did yesterday. And isn't that the way we can make life fulfilling? As long as we know we're making progress towards worthy goals, we can feel satisfied and fulfilled. So glad you're checking in here. On my way to the gym this morning. And as I said, a beautiful Wednesday morning, raining, 45 degrees. But you and I, we're high achievers and we do not let the weather dictate our moods. We don't let the weather dictate our schedule. If we're committed to working out, we're going to get there. We're going to get to the gym. That's not everybody. That's not going to be the most of people anywhere in the world. Most people, really, they are dedicated and they are committed. They are committed to mediocrity. Not you and I. We're high achievers. We're trying to become more because that's how we can have the most positive impact on other people. By becoming more ourselves, we have more to give. And that's where the juice in life really is. It's in the serving and the giving. It's SAG, everybody. It's serving and giving. I just came up with it. Although SAG, AFTRA, is the actors union. But our SAG is serving and giving. All right, I'm glad you're here. I see you popping in on the shorts feed. This is the Cliff Yates channel. I'm in the United States of America, loving life. And I know I've gathered 68 years, but vigor-wise, energy-wise, vitality-wise, I'm 29 years old today, everybody. 29. And 68 years of wisdom, yes, but the energy hasn't dropped. Now, that's not going to be everybody. As a matter of fact, that's not going to be the majority of people. And hey, no shade on my relatives, but I had dinner with a couple of my cousins last night, and they're doing great, but not that great. They've never really been dedicated to a lifelong habit of exercise, weight resistance, focusing on health and nutrition in any way. And you can tell the difference when people get over 55, 60, 65, and they haven't had a history of taking care of themselves. You see the energy drop off. You see the mobility kind of start to become restricted and limited. Hey, no way. I will not go quietly into that good night. If you're part of my mentality, thanks for joining up. Hey, subscribe to the channel. I like going live here in vertical mode because I gather more subscribers who haven't already joined a team. Hey, I'm a team that's dedicated to a community of progress. I study a lot of the great ones who are into personal growth, self-empowerment, all that rah, positive mental attitude stuff. I ascribe to it because it serves me well and it can serve you well. Hey, if that resonates with you, subscribe to the channel. Hey, it's authentic, raw and real. I'm that way all the way. I don't like a bunch of AI generated bullshit. That's why I like going live for another reason. Because I'm not reading from a teleprompter. I don't have any damn notes. I'm getting ready to drive down to the gym, everybody, for my progressive resistant session today. And actually, I killed two birds with one stone. Up here visiting my mom who took a fall. She's got some minor pelvic fractures. But at 90, nothing is minor. And so I'm helping her, nursing her back to health a little bit here. She's back on her feet, getting around pretty well. And then in a couple days, I head to my private island. I hope you stick with me. Subscribe to the channel. You're in the right damn place. I've been dedicated to personal growth, self-improvement for over 35 years. Why? Because I found myself in a negative place 35 plus years ago. at my job, and I was blaming everybody and anything but myself. And then I got my real estate license in California, and then my broker sent me to Jim Rohn. Can you imagine? He sent me to a Jim Rohn seminar in Burbank, California. It was supposed to be a sales seminar for real estate agents. And really, it turned out to be a life seminar, how you can live life better. I remember some of the things that Jim Rohn actually said. If you don't know who Jim Rohn is, check him out, Jimrohn. That's the first person in this kind of niche that Tony Robbins worked for, was Jim Rohn. And I got to meet Jim Rohn. When I look back on that, what a gift that was. And like I said, it was really a life seminar. He talked about really how to better connect with people, how to live better each and every day. He said things like, take lots of pictures. He said, think about it. Think if your grandparents, your great-grandparents have left behind a lot of pictures. But how many pictures do you have of your grandparents and your great-grandparents? Definitely my great-grandparents, I don't have any. Wouldn't it be nice if they left a legacy of pictures behind? That would have been really nice. But we have the opportunity to do that. And that's one way to really enhance your life, even today, not just when you're gone. You can enhance your life right now, this moment, today, because that's what we have. We have today. Make the most out of today. It's okay to have a vision of yourself in your future that you're going to work towards, but reverse engineer back to where you are today and then take the next step. I don't care what that is. You may want to run a marathon, but you're sitting there with 2 broken ankles. That's okay. Start mapping out your training program. Start mapping out how you can best heal your broken ankles, how you can best start today working towards that vision in your future to run a marathon. There is something you can do today. You can start researching a training program for running a marathon. There's always something that we can do for that vision of our future. And that's still taking advantage of living the best way we can today. Hey, everybody, thanks for checking in. It's raining. Hey, Germany, what the heck? This is what I love. You're getting me excited. Now I'm going to get all excited and speak too fast. When I was a kid, I used to make movies with my dad's Super 8 movie camera. Right? It took me like a week to 10 days to develop that movies and take it home, put it in the projector and show it to my friends and my neighbors. And now I can turn on a camera and I'm connecting with somebody from Germany, real time, right now. Anywhere, halfway around the world, all the way around the world, I can connect with somebody in real time. There's never been a better time to be alive. It's all in your perspective, the way you view life, the way you're looking at it, the filter that you're viewing life through. Could it be the best time to be alive? Yeah, if you'll look at it that way. There's never been a better time to be alive. If that's today when you're born, the best time to be alive. If it's tomorrow, next week, never been a better time to be alive. You are here now. As a matter of fact, as I drive around my small town, village of Caledonia, New York, everybody, I'm in the United States of America. And as I look around in my small town, I just think, wow, the humble beginnings that I came from. Who would have known that I would have ended up in Los Angeles, California, working for the largest sheriff's department in the world, I'm playing some bit parts in movies, be doing some extra work on television shows like Jerry Seinfeld, Modern Family, Bosch, no major roles. Filming my own movie actually on my own private island in upstate New York, Devil's Island 2021. It's on YouTube. I'm one of the stars of the movie. You can check it out. I don't throw any bullshit out there. It's all real and raw because as you probably endeavor, like I do, always looking for authenticity lately because of AI generated bullshit. How do we know anything's real anymore? Well, one way is you can watch me live, everybody. I'm telling you right now, there's no teleprompter, there's no notes. I'm just speaking from the heart. I'll tell you, if I can start from my humble beginnings, and I've been lucky, all the things that I've been able to accomplish and the blessings I have in my life, but believe me, I'm telling you, there's more to come, not just for me, but for you. then why do I talk about what you want, what you can do? Well, I discovered a long time ago having a positive impact on other people, no greater joy. It actually makes me better. When I research philosophies and strategies for living a great life, attitudes, when I go over these things and I study them because I want to share them in a video, I'm hearing these things over again. I'm studying these things over and over again. Always something new pops up. Always some new revelation. And then I share it with you on my videos. So I hope that I provide some value when I make videos. All I know is when I changed, things began to change for me. And that is such an empowering mindset when you realize, okay, it's not the economy, it's not my negative relatives, it's not the president, it's not where I live, it's me. I have the power. And I'll tell you one reason why we have to preserve what America is, the mindset of being an American. Because it's the best for the world. I don't care where you live. You're in Germany right now. Someday you may decide, I want to move to America and start 10 businesses. Well, that's why we got to preserve America the way it is. Because right now, I don't care where you were born or where you live. You can actually come here to America and you can do some things that makes you an American. You can become I can't go to Japan and become Japanese. I can't go to Germany and become German. But you, no matter where you are in the world, you can come to America and you can become an American. It's a way of life. It's a mindset. And the opportunities are here. Well, there's a lot of negativity based on our freedoms. And you know what? American Constitution and laws and regulations and the culture is not perfect, but it's perfectible. It can get better and better every day if we'll play a part in it. But the opportunities are still there. You, not me. Well, me, of course, I'm here. But you have the opportunity to move, come to America at any time in your future, and make of yourself whatever you desire. The one thing for sure is you can go after whatever you desire. Whether you get it or accomplish it or not, that's undetermined. We don't really have control over the outcomes, but we do have control over the mindsets and the actions and the habits that we adopt, take, and discipline ourselves. Discipline doesn't age, everybody. I don't give a shit that I got 68 years of my life. My vigor, vitality, and my energy is 29. And if your way is not working for you, then try my way. What's my way? Move around a lot. Lift heavy things every once in a while. Sprint once a week. Eat nutrient-dense foods. Listen, that's not going to be restrictive. You know how many nutrient-dense foods there are that aren't sugary, aren't ultra-processed? You can eat meat, fish, fowl, eggs, vegetables, fruits, nuts, and seeds, any combination thereof. You can stay away from the chemically altered oils, and guess what? You're going to have unlimited amount of energy in your body so that you can do the things you want to do. I'm not done yet. Oh, I have a lot of friends, some relatives, they're kind of my age, right? They're over 60. And wow, have they slowed down? Wow, are they shuffling around? That's not going to be me. It doesn't have to be you. I don't care what age you are. And by the way, you can start where the hell you're at. I mean, that's been proven by scientific studies. People in their 70s and 80s have gained muscle, not just maintained it, they've gained muscle. So is it ever too late? Hell no, it's not too late. But you start where you're at. Don't compare yourself to other people. Start walking. I can't really walk, but maybe 5 yards. Okay, walk to the next mailbox. That's your measure of progress. The next mailbox? Yeah, the next damn mailbox. Guess what? Tomorrow, go to the next one. Progress to the next one. If you're making progress towards a worthy goal, that gives us fulfillment. Money is good. We need it, but it only moves the needle of happiness to a certain extent. Once we have basic needs, housing, food, some other things, then it doesn't move the needle that much. There's a Harvard study for 85 years. The study's been going on, and they studied happiness, what makes people happy. And at the end of their lives, they got over 3-4 generations now. And people were the most happiest when they had several deep relationships with other people. Doesn't have to be quantity, it's quality. Not surface level relationships, but really quality. Doesn't have to be a lot. Yeah, money played a part to a certain extent. And I think in the 60s when they did this, up to $70,000, it made a big difference. And after that, not so much. If you've been around a while like I have, you probably know people. They have a lot of money, they're miserable. You probably know people with not much money, they're miserable. And then you got the opposite. You probably know people who have a lot of money and they're happy, they're joyous, and they give a lot. And they find great pleasure starting businesses, helping other people. And you probably know people with not very much money and they're happy and they're joyous. It's really not the money. The money, paper money is just a method of exchange for goods and services. Your value has already been determined by God. You have great value for friends, family, as a person. You're everything you need to be. Now, as far as money is concerned, we get paid for the value that we bring to the marketplace. That's how we get paid. You bring more value to the marketplace, then you get paid more. That's why Jim Rohn used to say, set a goal to make $1 million. Set a goal to make $1 million. Not for the money. Set a goal to make $1 million, not for the money, but for who you will become in achieving it, of what you're going to have to become. The amount of value that you're going to have to bring to the marketplace to make that $1 million. And listen, we can start setting goals like that today. If you already have them, start going over your goals. Write them down repeatedly. Oh, I already wrote my goals down. No, write them down again. And then look at them and read them. And then look at them with strong emotion. And don't think about the how. Think about the why. Wow, I want this because of what it's going to mean to my family, my friends, the moments that we're going to spend together, those loving moments. It's going to be creating memories. That's why I want these things and that and this. Not the how. Forget the how. It doesn't even matter. Life will take care of the how. God, the creator, whatever you believe, the universe is going to take care of the how. It's always the why. Set those big damn goals and keep focusing on the whys. And when you do that, you're going to be creating strong emotion. Because when you marry strong goals with strong emotions and you keep them as a dominating thought in your head, they get planted in your subconscious mind. And then what happens is you're setting a vibration that's going to connect with people and things that are going to manifest your vision into its physical reality. No greater joy. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. It's going to be amazing. You're going to look back sometime from now in the future. Maybe you're going to look back to today in the decisions you made today, the things you wrote down today and you started repeating over and over again today. You're going to say, holy shit, look where I came from. Wow. I forgot what Tony Robbins said about sometimes we overestimate what we can do in a year, but we underestimate what we can do in a decade. I'm pretty sure you probably got more than a decade left. But even if you have 2 weeks left, make it your best damn 2 weeks. We can do it. I'll tell you, I get excited about talking about this stuff, regardless of the comments, although I love the positive comments. I love positive feedback because I know how it does make me feel. You know, a positive, encouraging word means a lot to me. That's why I try to give it out to other people. But my behaviors, my actions, my habits, they're not based on what kind of response I get, the kind of comments I get. I can't let that affect my day. Your judgment or your opinion of me is none of my business. But if I can serve you in any way, encourage you in any way, if anything I say or produce provides you with some kind of value, then I like that. That's exactly what I want. That is a mission that I like to go after. And that's trying to bring people up and together. I've always lived a life of service since I was a cop for 35 years, serving the community as a police officer. And then I was a comedian for 25 plus years, right? Providing humor, another form of service, right? And now I do a podcast. And now I do this content, and I think I'm going to start a life, health, and strength coaching business worldwide. Let's see how big we can make that shit. I'm going to see how big I can make it. I think I can make it. French Red, what's up? Cheers. 3 miles. Love you. All right. Glad you piped in here. Thanks for connecting. I know I connect people when I go vertical live. I know I'm connecting with people in the shorts feed, and that's good. I like it. And I connect with people who haven't already subscribed to the channel. Yesterday, I was broadcasting a live stream, and people were asking me, "Are you in the United States?" Sometimes I forget that I'm broadcasting to the world. Is that not exciting? Yes, I'm in the United States of America. I mean, the greatest opportunities are here still. I don't care where you are in the world. If you want to get yourself to America, you can actually become an American. I can't go to Japan and become Japanese. It's impossible. But this ideal, these opportunities, they're here for you. I'm telling you, get yourself here. I'll connect with you. Maybe there's great opportunities where you're at. Start where you're at. That's the main lesson of life. Start where you're at. If you decide where you want to go, what you want to do, decide what you want to do next, what you want to focus on next. There are things that have happened to me recently and in the past. If I focus on them totally, I can get myself into a very depressed, sad state. And so I'm changing my focus. I'm still an emotional person. I'm still full of love, and love is the answer for sure. But to be in a positive state, to be of an attitude of gratitude where I can better serve other people and I can create positive content, I got to be in a positive state of mind. And I go over it time and time again. Tony Robbins talks about changing your state, right? There's only 3 things we need to do to change our state. Change our physiology, how we're moving our bodies. Change our focus, what we're focusing on. Change the words that we're saying to ourselves. Self-talk is so important. It really goes along with self-image. And the self-image, damn it, if I could just relate one thing that's so important in your life, how you see yourself, not how other people see you. Do not give a shit about how other people see you. It's how you see yourself, self-image, because we will never outperform our self-image. If we have a limited self-image of ourselves, our belief in what we can accomplish and what we become, if that stays small, it doesn't matter about how big of an idea we come up with, what kind of big vision we come up with. If our self-image is too small and limited, we're never going to outperform that self-image. Start today, and wherever you are, every way, start building a bigger self-image. I mean, you may already have a great self-image. We can always do more. We can always expand and express better. We are inbred with that desire and on a constant basis till we hit the deathbed that we want to expand and express. We want to get better. We want to become more. It's not that we're not enjoying life, we're not content with what we have, and we don't have an attitude of gratitude. We do. We appreciate everything in our life. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't keep striving. Thriving is striving. It doesn't even matter if we accomplish it. Hey, I'm going after some things in my life. What are you going after? That makes for a great conversation with people. Hey, what are you excited about in your life right now? What's going on with you? That's a great question to ask people instead of, hey, how are you doing? What's up? Some people are dead. They just haven't been notified yet, right? You see those people walking around, you see it written on their face. Walk around with a yes face, damn it. Have a yes face. Have a yes attitude. Oh, I'm going to tell you, it might not be popular with a lot of people. That's all right. It might piss a lot of people off. That's okay. We don't give a shit. Have a positive attitude in spite of what everybody might not think or like about it, because it's going to serve us better, serve us well. All right, everybody, I got to get into the gym. I got to get after it. Hey, you have a great day. Oh, my brother, I love you in Jesus Christ's name. Absolutely. Thank you for the prayers, my friend. Prayers are always appreciated. Do you know how to pray? Talk to God one-on-one, you and God. It doesn't have to be a big formula. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. You don't have to follow a formula. God wants you to talk to him every day in your way. It doesn't have to be how thou art. No, you speak how you speak. God knows what's on your heart. He places things on your heart. All right. You choose who you want to be. Absolutely. Thank you for the hearts. What? You made my day. I know I'm not doing anything for validation or your hearts, but you know what? I love them. I love them and I appreciate them. And I take the feeling that I get when I get an encouraging word from other people and I spread it around to other people. Oh, I'm going into the gym right now. There's going to be people in there. And regardless of their response, hey, how are you today? For one reason, we never know what somebody's going through. You never know what kind of despair somebody might be in. So, you know what? Don't let the joy that we're spreading be dependent on how they react to us, right? I had to learn that lesson. I'm talking to myself. I used to get pissed off when I'd say, hey, how are you? Good morning. And then somebody would ignore me or give me a head nod. And I would get pissed off about that kind of reaction. And now I realize their reaction is not up to me and it's none of my damn business. My business is what I say and do to them. I say hello to everybody, regardless of who they are, what their position is. If the street sweeper's out here today, guess what? Hey, good morning. How are you? I'm going to spread joy to them. And I do it to everybody. And when you do it to everybody, you don't have to pay attention and decide who am I going to be nice to. No, I'm nice to everybody. Not for their purpose, for mine. It's what it does to my attitude, my mental attitude, my well being. You know damn well the way you think, what you're ruminating in your head affects the cells of your body. Why the hell would you want to make yourself sick? You remember that old saying, I'm worried sick. You can actually make yourself sick by the thoughts you're running through and to your mind. And we have the control in our conscious mind to accept or reject ideas and thoughts that come into our head. We can accept or reject consciously. Our subconscious mind, what we plant there, it doesn't argue with us, it accepts it. Be careful what the hell you plant in your subconscious mind. Be careful about the big ideas, ambitions, and purposes and plans that you have in your life. Be careful who you share those things with, and I'll tell you why. Because you may have big ideas, big ambitions, and you might be sharing them with people with small minds. They can't conceive of why you want to do what you want to do and how you want to do it. They don't understand why that's on your heart. Why would you do that? You're doing fine. You're safe where you're at. Aren't you making enough money? Why do you want more? Only you know that reason and you know that why. And so stick to it. I'll support you. There's other people that'll support you too. You've got a support network out there if you'll just look for it. Every day in every way, we're getting better. All right, everybody. Thanks for checking in. Hey, all right. Good to see you. Yeah, I know people are jumping in and out in the shorts feed. That's why I go live vertical mode. Hey, please subscribe to the channel. Join a community of progress. I'm all about doing more. What could I do more? How can I become more? Guess what? It's not just me that's going to benefit. Everybody around me is going to benefit. If I do more, I know I have a giving heart and spirit. You know what's going to happen if I make more money? I'm going to be giving more away, and I'm going to be probably, I'm going to be spreading that throughout my area of influence. And in a way, that's going to help make the world a better place. Start where you're at. Start with your inner circle. Start with your family, your friends. You're going to see how they see you. They're going to see a difference in you. When you change your attitude, when you start getting better every day in every way, they're going to say, hey, what the hell's going on with you? You're full of positivity and encouragement. You've never been this way before. Are you high? I want some of what you're taking. You know you're doing the right things when people start saying shit like that, right? Hey, whatever you're on, I want to be on that. Man, that kind of boosts your spirit, man. When people start saying things like that, man, I want to be on what you're on. Hey, well, I'll tell you what, I'm on life. I'm high on life, and you can be too. Amen. Hey, God bless you. Hey, hi. Thanks for saying hi. Be nice and kind like a child. Absolutely, man. It says in the Bible, right, to have that childlike heart, have that childlike ambition, have childlike beliefs. We are born so open minded, open hearted, and we are only taught to be limited by people that are surround us who try to do things in a loving way. But in a lot of ways, they start programming us for limitations. But at any time, we can make a change. We can change our heart, our mind, our thoughts, our ideas, and what we're going to do about it. the actions that we're going to take about it. Knowledge is not enough. Wisdom is not enough. Learning is not, you probably know a lot of people. They're the smartest people in the room, but they're not really accomplishing that much. They're not doing that much. Everything's got to be perfect before they take any action. They're worried about failure. They want to double check, triple check things. Before I ever do anything, let me make sure that it's going to work out. And I got to be positive and certain about it. Well, you know what? We can be certain about one thing. Not everything's going to be certain. We can certain about there will be uncertainty. All right, everybody. You know I love you. I'll see you in the next video. I got to get into the torture chamber right now. I'm in the US of A, and I'm getting ready to head into my local gym here in my hometown where I grew up. My hometown of Caledonia, New York, a very small town, 3,000 people. When I think back on my humble beginnings, you know what? I got bullied a little bit because I was so skinny. Couldn't play sports, couldn't make the team. I was pushed around a lot, too skinny. I became obsessed with how do I get bigger? How do I gain weight? I'm reading all the powerlifting magazines, the bodybuilding magazines, and I gained a wealth of knowledge. I joined a gym. I started working out in the high school gym at 16. I started force feeding myself, eating 5, 6 eggs at a time, a gallon of milk a day, whole milk. I went from 135 pounds to 185 pounds in 1 year, 50 pounds. Believe me, it wasn't all muscle. But you know what? In my mind, I just wanted to get bigger. I was so happy. I didn't care that I had a belly anymore because I had accomplished what I wanted to do. And now, 52 years later, I have still habituated getting in the damn gym and getting it done. And it served me well, not just physically, but mentally. I'll tell you right now, focus first on mental. Seek first up here. The kingdom of God is up here. Seek first the kingdom. Matthew 6:33, I believe in the Bible says. I can't believe it just came to me. Hey, seek first the kingdom and all will be added. I hope you believe that. I do. It'll serve you well. All right, everybody. I love you. I'll see you in the next video. You are a rock star.